Living the life.
Beautiful story, beautiful story.
Our topic for tonight's discussion is healing. Why do we fall sick? Which of our bodies, if there are any others, are affected? And if they are affected, how are they affected? We'll be looking at what is healing and how different is healing from cure. What are the forms of healing and what happens in the healing process? Does healing have side effects? If there are, what are they? With us tonight to lead the discussion are Brother Ifak Truth and Brother Anthony Dazi. Let's get started. Let us look at the first question. Why do we fall sick? And as that happens, is it only the physical body that we have that falls sick, or there are other bodies that are equally affected?
Thank you, my brother. The question as to why do you fall sick? You fall sick when the normal functioning of our body system is disturbed. This may come about either through breaking the laws of nature or even going against common hygiene or environmental conditions. There are natural laws actually which governs how we speak, how we think, and our actions, and this in turn affects the various bodies that man have. We have the physical body, we have the desire body, we have the mind, and then we have the vital body. And depending on how we behave towards our fellow men, behave towards the environment, or even to animals and plants, it goes on to affect us and give us diseases which affect us physically, emotionally, spiritually, and socially. Some of these causes may be bacteria, it may be physical injuries, it may be stress, it may be anxiety like worries, fears, and all forms of diseases or sickness which may affect us due to how we relate to our fellow man or the environment or our junior brothers like the animals, the plants, the environment. It may bring out all sorts of diseases to us. Thank you.
Thank you. I got from your presentation that, one, we fall sick as a result of breaking the laws of God. And also, it is not just the physical body that is affected. There are other bodies that are affected. Brother Ifak Truth, would you like to elaborate on that for us?
Thank you, brother, and good evening to our cherished listeners. We fall sick because we have disobeyed God's laws, either willfully or ignorantly. Christ healed somebody in John chapter 5, verse 14, and later on when he saw the person, he told the person, "Behold, thou art made whole. Sin no more, lest a worse thing come upon thee." To indicate that it was sin that brought the disease in the first place. That's why he says, "Sin no more, lest a worse thing come upon thee." So we become sick or we fall sick because we have sinned, that we have broken the laws of God, and that is the result. It is not God who willfully wants to punish us, but it is the result of violation of his wholesome laws. This is the inevitable result. That's why we fall sick. And as we said, human being has got more than one body, the physical body, but we normally look at the physical body and think that that is all man, that is all the human being. But we have got bodies that we cannot see. After the physical body, we have the next vital body. After the vital body, we have the desire body. After the desire body, we have the mind. Paul said in 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 40 and 44, that just as there are natural bodies, there are also celestial bodies. Even though he did not elaborate to tell us that the celestial body are not just one, but there are celestial bodies. Man is not only the physical body, but we sometimes make mistake and think that is all man. It is natural bodies, and it is this body indeed that normally becomes sick and it affects the physical body. The sickness begins in the invisible body that we cannot see, and the reason is they have certain keynote, they have certain rate of vibration, rate of motion, and so when that is disturbed, then we become sick. And they all have laws governing them. The physical body, for example, if you eat food that is spoiled, that is not supposed to be eaten, or microorganisms are in that food and you eat, you will definitely become sick. The vital body, your expression, the way we talk, if you are gossiping, you are saying things against your fellow man, you are breaking the laws of life, okay? God wants us to talk constructively and edibly, things that will build your fellow man, not things that will destroy him or her. But we gossip. Gossip is against the laws of God. Now, when we have desires that do not conform to the laws of God, it affects our desire body. The gossip affects our vital body. Low desires, sensual desires, impurities affect the desire body. Then, when we think negatively towards our fellow beings, it affects our mind. And all these result in sicknesses or in diseases that affect us. Thank you.
So, talking about these bodies you mentioned, I could see that we have 4 bodies.
Exactly.
The last is the physical body that we see.
That's it.
The 3 other ones we don't see, except those who have the spiritual eye.
Exactly.
But from the presentation you are making, it means that all these bodies are interrelated.
Yes.
Or it's not like that.
They are interwoven. They are interrelated. Exactly. It is not that one is separate from the other. They are interrelated. But because we cannot see, the vital body is the one that the physical body is built into. The vital body is the form like a bread pan that you put bread inside. The bread takes the form of the pan. Or when you put water in a bottle, the water takes the shape of the bottle. Okay? So the vital body is the form, we call it matrix. The vital body is the form, and the physical body, every atom is built into the atoms of the vital body. Okay? Then the desire body is the next one, which is like if you put sand in a sponge and put the whole thing in water. You see the sand, the sponge, and the water, they are all in the same container and they are interrelated. They are mixed up. So the vital body is the one that is the form that the physical body is built into. Then they are all interpenetrated by the desire body and by the mind. So all these 4 are interpenetrated to one another. Thank you.
So it means that whatever comes in terms of the desire, the emotions, is likely going to affect the mind, affect the vital body, and affect the physical body. Is that it?
Exactly. That is it.
Okay.
But the most commonly to be affected, the first is the vital body. Because it is that one that gives them life. That's what we call it vital. That one gives them life. And that one is easily affected more than the rest. The rest are affected, but that one is the most one easily affected.
Tony, you want to add a bit to this?
Yeah. Just wanted to add that before the disease comes to the physical body, it has already taken place in the various bodies. So whoever have a spiritual eyes can see that you're already sick. Before it comes to the physical body, then it has gotten to the worst situation.
So the disease, the sickness starts from the invisible bodies.
Yes.
And eventually reflects in the physical body.
Yes.
All right. Now, all these bodies, when people fall sick, how are they affected?
The physical body has got a heavenly pattern, or if we may call it the spiritual counterpart of the physical body, built in the spiritual world. We call it archetype, the archetype of the physical body. But to break it down, I may say the heavenly pattern. The pattern of the physical body is already in the spiritual world. And the physical body vibrates. The rate of motion of the physical body is the same as that spiritual pattern, the heavenly pattern in the spiritual world. It is the same. The rate of vibration is the same. The vital body also vibrates according to the key of that body. The spiritual vehicle, the spiritual being, that is the ego, the spirit inside, vibrates according to that keynote. Now, if this keynote is disturbed, if any of the keynote, particularly the vital body, the keynote of the vital body, the rate of motion of the vital body, if it is disturbed or it is put out of tune with the keynote of the archetype, that is the heavenly pattern in the spiritual world, the result is sickness.
So, you're saying that when the physical vibration is not in agreement with the heavenly pattern,
Yes.
sickness
The result is
will
sickness.
result.
Yes.
It means there is a disconnect
Yes.
between the heavenly pattern
Yes.
and the physical one here.
Exactly.
That brings about sickness.
Exactly.
Tony, how are all these bodies affected?
Yeah, like he has already said, when you're a healthy person, the vibration, they should be in harmony. The way the physical body, the vital body, the desire body, the mind should be in harmony. They should vibrate to a certain tone. So if there's disconnection in one, somebody is playing discord, let's say from the desire, the way your emotions, your anger and protect yourself is creating disharmony in your system, then that will affect the whole musical tone of the body, and that is what is causing the disease.
Okay. How about this issue of virus, bacteria? Do they really have anything doing with vibration and all that? They also cause physical, may I say, sicknesses.
Yes.
How do we explain this then?
Good. The whole thing is the body either vibrates in this way or that way. Let me put it this way. The organs of the body are either to be relaxed in a condition of relaxation or relaxed, or a condition of contraction. The organs of the body, every organ of the body is either to be contracted or to be relaxed. When it is contracted, the spirit is in control. No virus can affect you. The spirit is in control. All the organs are responding harmoniously to the spirit, to the spiritual vibration. When the organs are relaxed, then the body is responding to any foreign body that enters. Okay? And so it is either the body is relaxed or it is contracted. That depends whether the body is prone to sickness or is prone to health. So the microorganisms that enter, their business is to cause the body to relax, the organs to relax, so that they will create sickness in the body. And so when the body becomes relaxed, the organs of the body become relaxed, the result is sickness. So the microorganism and other negative spiritual forces, their aim is to cause the organs of the body to become relaxed. Then sickness will come and kill the person. And all the positive spiritual forces and whatever good character, good habits that the person himself put forward, they cause the organ to become contracted so that the spirit inside that person is in control, and therefore there will be no sickness.
Okay.
So, that's it.
There will be no sickness when the spirit is in full control of the body.
Exactly.
And the vibration of the body
Yes. And
is
that
increased.
means it is the organs are contracted.
They are contracted.
Yes.
How about this issue of the blood? Because it said that the spirit uses the blood
Yes.
in all its activities.
Yes.
Now, has this contraction got anything to do with the blood?
Surely, if the organs are contracted, the flow of the blood is perfect. When the organs are relaxed, the heart cannot pump the blood because they are relaxed. They are not strong. They are weak. When they are relaxed, they are weak. The heart cannot pump the blood to reach the place, every place at the appropriate time. And when there's delay, that the blood does not reach, for example, the head at the right time, all the nutrients that are in the blood that it is carrying to the various organs, they will be deposited in wrong places. And therefore, some crystallization will result. So the flow of the blood, the perfect flow of the blood or the good flow of the blood enhances our health. And if the blood is not flowing, that is weak, the weakness of the flow or impeded flow of the blood causes disease, because all the material that the blood is carrying will not reach the appropriate organs and serve them. They will be deposited in wrong places.
It means we play a role to bring about sickness to ourselves.
That is definitely, yes. Sickness, they come to us because as we started, I said it is violation of God's laws. We have violated the law. It is not somebody who violated them on our behalf. It is we who violated, and therefore sickness comes. So when we do the right thing, then we have good health. When we do the wrong thing, we have bad health. We shouldn't blame anybody. It is always our own action. So anything that happens, we should look within and not without.
We should look within,
Yes.
but not without.
Yes.
When we fall sick.
Yes.
Which means we need to make analysis of our own lives.
Exactly.
To see what has brought about that sickness.
Exactly.
So that we can make a change.
Thank you.
And once we are sick, we will need to have a cure or healing.